Right, I hope you're enjoying these jokes as much as I am, but let's... Okay, so... Alright, we need to make it maths, do some maths, right?
Make it maths.
Okay. It's scary. Okay, so using all the letters of the word Ndundulu. Now, what, or perhaps I should say where is Ndundulu? Okay, well, that'll be a nice little test. So, total number of different words that can be formed. So, again, we've got this idea of repeated words, so repeated letters. So we've still got kind of in the back of our mind, although maybe, you don't have to draw all these blocks or these spaces, but we're filling in a whole load of them. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're filling in these, so we might put an N here, an N, and a D, and a D, and a U, blah, blah, blah. That's why they're not going to be proper words. And we got some repeated. So let's jot down kind of all of the things that we know. There are 8 letters altogether. Okay, now let's see what repetition we've got. So maybe let's start with our N's. We've got an N over there and an N over there. So there are 2 N's. Then let's have a look. We've got a D. Okay, looks like we've got 2 D's. Let's carry on and look for our U's. There's a U, there's a U, there's a U. So there are 3 U's. And there's only 1 L. So if we wanted to capture that, maybe we want to write down 1 L. Because what's nice now is we can check. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 1 gives us our 8. So there are 8 altogether. Cool. So now we can use our formula that we used in the last one. And that is, if we want to see the total number of different words that can be formed, then we look at what's going to go in the numerator of our fraction here. Well, we said it's the total number of letters or blocks to be filled in. So 8 factorial. In the denominator, what's going to go into our denominator? Well, we're interested in all the things that are repeated. So we've got 2 N's, so we've got 2 factorial. And I'm going to put the time signs in here. And we've got 2 D's, so we're going to have 2 factorial. And finally, we're going to multiply by these 3 U's, so 3 factorial. And remember, if you wanted to think about, times 1 factorial for this 1L, doesn't really matter because 1 factorial is 1. So into the calculator, that goes, and of course, should have had that ready to go. What do you get? Okay, well, I don't know why I draw a fraction again. Shouldn't be a fraction. 1680. 1,680 different ways of using those letters in 8 letters. Well, this feels like quite a lot, despite there being so many repeated letters. Still a fair amount. Okay, so second one here. Using all the letters, again, the same idea. How many words would start with the letter N? So in this one, if we're starting with the letter N, in terms of our blocks, we've got an N in our first block, and then we've got 7 blocks or letters after that. So I'm not actually going to draw all of the blocks there. I'm going to say, well, there's one way of doing that. So I'm going to multiply by 1. That's not going to change too much. So we don't have to worry too much about that. So we can just use our formula straight up. There's 7 blocks altogether that we're going to fill in. But now things have changed. So if I grab those things there, our kind of picture was that at the beginning. But now we're only going to look at 7 letters, and one of those N's has been used up. So therefore, we don't have to write it down here. We don't have to write 1 factorial for that 1 repeated N, because it's not really repeated. We just need to account for the 2 repeated D's and the 3 repeated U's. Okay, how does that feel? Kind of that idea of that N's over there, so we're really just interested in filling in the rest of the 7, so we're filling in 7 and repeating just the D's and the U's now. Okay, well, I'll be interested to see, because then we can work with that and give some more feedback, and, it's 420 as our answer. So I think it's high time to head into our last sub-question here. Using all of the, we've done that. Using all the letters. How many words start and end with the letter N? So in this case, our first one's N and our last one's N. So it's just these 5 blocks in the middle to fill in. 5 blocks. So if you wanted to picture the 5 blocks, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're filling in with the rest. So now, that was our starting idea here. We had 8 letters. Right? They're not 5 blocks. How many blocks are really in the middle? 6. Yeah, this is terrible. See, I need your help. You need to be here in class to help. Okay, so we got 6 blocks because 6 plus 2 is 8. Should know that. So 6 plus 2. So we got our 6 blocks in the middle here. So for our 6, if we re-look at what we got, we're only interested in filling these really in. There's 6. We got no N's left to choose from, but we've just got the rest of these here. We've got our 3 D's, our 2 D's, 3 U's, and 1 L. So when it comes to our formula now, we've got 6 that we're filling in, so 6 factorial. We need to account for the 2 repeated D's and the 3 repeated U's. So that's what our kind of equation formula is going to look like when we fill it in now. Okay, hopefully once you've done that, so pop in what your answer is. That's just punching it into your calculus. I'm actually going to do that for you, 60. And yeah, kind of how you feeling getting to grips with this new formula with identical letters or repetitions, we should say. That was good timing.
Remember to make it maths.